I'm not going to use the PDP that came with the copter. I'm using the PowerOSD to replace it, and I will use that as a PDP also. We'll take the same amount of space and do more at the same time. I am going to mount the OSD backwards or upside down, so the S cables will be a lot nicer that way. Not sure if you can see it, but might be too shallow, I'm not sure. We'll have to test fit everything. Since they designed the board like that you cannot fit a 12 gauge probably, so go with the 14 then. I like to pre-solder the ends, especially with the battery lead. It's so thick that you have to do it, otherwise you won't be able to heat it properly. No way. There, like that. You want to heat it on the other side of the cable, and then hope that the lead flows through the cable like that. Yeah, there might be great instruction videos on YouTube about that, about soldering. You have to totally practice first, and then start soldering your FPV stuff, because if you don't do it properly, you're going to have huge problems in the long run. I think many beginners don't want to practice enough. Yeah, this is my style of soldering at the moment. I've been using masking tape to attach them to the table. Again, I add a little solder to heat up the surfaces, both of the surfaces, the cable and the pad, and then flow the solder from side to side. Yep, attach the camera connector up here, and maybe I'll test fit the camera again. It's going to be good length. Okay, let's put the ESCs on the arms with the masking tape for just for reference, or just for, you know, just for planning there. Where we are going to sit on the frame. For reference. Like that. And the OSD went there. Now this is the tricky part with all the wires coming out. This is like the most annoying part, at least for me. Yeah, like that. Yep. And on with the soldering of the ESC cables. I use some basic masking tape to keep them together, and then I'll stick them on to the OSD, and hopefully it will work just fine. Now I'll use my hobby knife to hold them down again. For a few seconds and let them cool off. Cool off for a while. And remove the masking tape again. Like that. Snap the excess parts off. Then on to the more tricky part. It's probably not a really good idea to warm up everything after you have soldered them, but I hope it's fine. Oh, this is tricky part. Tricky part again. Like that. How to adjust the tape? Little bit of adjusting the tape. Hopefully you will see it. Could be you won't. Okay, turn it around. No, I think it's going to be somewhat neat when it's done. Nice. Clean the tip. Soldering. It's always the same. You do something, then you redo it, and then you like really learn it, the process. How do you want it and how it's supposed to be done. Just add a little bit more there. And good. Okay, cut the end a little bit with the pliers, whatever they are called. Okay, now I inspect it for any bad spots. And now with the, I think this is like the good part. I can cover them up with a shrinking tube, like that. There it sits. Pretty clean. Spin the wires together and then pre-solder a little bit. I always like to clean my soldering tip every time. Yep, that's it. And then we try to get it to fit. Where's my damn hobby knife? There. Now just the ground wire left, that ESC, and of course I'll change the motor direction in the program later on, because this is just so much simpler. Do it like this, and not think about the actual connections. I mean the order of the connectors. Oh, this is a tricky situation again. Trying to clean the tip, and using the hobby knife I will try to you really have to heat the ground wire. It's almost like annoying. I hope it sticks. I really do. And some heat shrink tube, last one on the ESCS. And some masking tape again to hold it in place. And ground wire goes from behind it to that. Turn that. Peeled off. Clean the tip always. Use a clean tip. Soldering. Like that. Oh, almost touched the soldering tip. I've been using these all package cardboard pieces. Other stuff from the heat when I shrink the tube. That's enough. And then I seal the ends. Because there's glue inside the heat shrink tube, so I like to seal the ends. Betaflight motor layout. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Right. I don't want to do any guesswork when I'm doing this RC stuff, so that's why I always check and double check. Number 1. It's going to be USB connector on the left side and like that. So number 1 is pretty close, like that. Got it. The helping hand. Signal and ground. Test fit the battery. I'm using a 4S battery 60Cs. Yeah, pretty good. I don't know if it's really a lightweight battery, but it's a pretty nice one. Ouch, the strap was supposed to go where? Lol. If it was like this. Nope. Doesn't make any sense whatsoever. No, this is really annoying now. Must be like that. Could be like this. Could it really be like this? Still, I wish it was like the other way around. This is the tail section, and so the battery attaches to nope, it cannot be like that. No way. No way. If I undo the screws from the bottom, the stand is off, maybe then I'll be able to still insert the strap. Maybe. Just maybe. That the sandwich goes up. Then put the stuff on there. I kind of want the like that. So yeah, this goes in there. Aha. Oof. That really like caught me by surprise. It's like really annoying thing. I've always had the battery on the top plate, so it's a new thing for me. Oh, but it's good. It's nice. It's protected by the carbon plate. Okie dokie, let's put the camera on. Then have to take the top plate thingy apart. And the let's see how the camera fits inside the top plate. Whoa, it's really coming out of the frame. The front of the lens is really exposed, but what can you do? Just have to buy a new camera lens if it breaks. Time to put the top plate on, just for looks, and like think about if there's any room for the receiver and video transmitter anymore, the VTX. Okay, there is some room, and the camera angle is there, and this is the maximum camera angle, which looks pretty good. The minimum angle is this, so there's not a lot of room for adjustment. It's going to hit that flight controller back there, if you can see it. Sure, that's like a huge issue on this frame. I'm not sure what to do about it, and well, you'll just have to hope for the best, that the camera won't hit the flight controller. Otherwise it's looking like this now. I do like it. I do like the look of it. I think it's really cool frame, but just have to think about something. Some of the placement of the VTX and the receiver. I think it's going to be a big issue now. Next.